I used to do a lot of cone drills, lot of ball mastery, and then think that why that is not translated inside the game. None of this is actually transferable directly to 1v1s, right? Because I'm looking down, I'm not looking at the defender's movements, I'm just getting good at maneuvering the ball, which aren't that translated to the game then. Okay, years have passed and I'm not improving, I'm not seeing a lot of gains in the game. Alright people, welcome to my channel Last Minute Scorer. So today I'm going to react on one of my practice sessions that I had in 2020 with my friend on a beach. It wasn't 2020 precisely, it was 2021. We were just getting out of lockdown. To give you a context, I'm a 27-year-old aspiring footballer, just a friendly neighborhood footballer who's trying to get better at the skill, this art of football. I am documenting my journey through this particular channel. If you're interested, please make sure to subscribe to this channel because you are going to learn a lot about football improvement, and about, of course, my journey as a professional footballer if I make it. So why am I making this particular video? I had started football when I was 17 years old. I'm turning 27 right now and I have done my fair share of mistakes. I've had failures, breakthroughs, and with that particular experience under my belt, I'm making this video so that you don't waste a lot of time and your learning curve as a footballer is better than what I am. You save a lot of time and you improve faster. I am going to react on the training session that we had on a beach. Alright, now you can see that we started with a dynamic warm-up, just a basic football warm-up that every footballer does. Open gates, close gates, kicking the leg behind, hamstrings, dynamic hamstring stretches, some arm rotations with some hops. All of this to just prepare for what's to come, prepare for the training session. Again, this is some speed ladder. I didn't have the ladder, so we just did the ladder movements through the cones. By the way, this is my friend Gitesh who is doing workout with me. Okay, after that, after the warm-up, we went into some footwork drills. This is just simple belt taps from point A to point B. So coming back, my friend is continuing, I'm resting, and then I again continue it. Here I would like to take a pause and would like to point out one thing. So the one mistake that I observed right here was that the warm-up was too long. So recently I've started following coach Tony Holler, and he says that warm-up is something that needs to prepare your nervous system and get it ready for the skill practice that you're going to do. So what we did was, the volume of our warm-up was so much, the skill adaptations that we want from our training sessions would be very less. Now if our goal was to get in some anaerobic endurance, then this session would be valid. I'm not saying that this session is useless. Something will be better than nothing. Your training sessions should have a laser sharp focus on the skills that you need and the skills that you want to practice, and your warm-up shouldn't be more than 5 to 10 minutes. So in this particular video I have done a lot of cutting, right? So you might not realize, but this warm-up actually lasted too long. It shouldn't be the case. Your warm-up should not be so much that you don't have the tank, you don't have the energy for the skills that you want to practice. So as I said, after the warm-up we get into these footwork drills from point A to point B. And back then I used to do these a lot, and you can see I'm starting slow, and by the time I reached this second cone I was actually speeding it up. With this part of training I would like to highlight second mistake that people make. The second mistake that I saw in this particular training session, which most of the footballers make, is that they train a lot of general football drills which aren't that translated to the game then, and then they wonder that, okay, my game, I have been training a lot, I'm good in trainings, I have the touch, I have the footwork, but that footwork is not translated inside the game. I made a lot of mistake for years and years. I used to do a lot of cone drills, a lot of ball mastery, and then think that why that is not translated inside the game. I'm not saying that ball mastery skills and cone drills are useless. They are useful, they are good to build technique, to develop comfort with the ball. Pros like 7MLC and Become Elite do it, but when it comes to the translation of the drills to the real game, it is not so much. It is good to have comfort, But if you want skill adaptations, you have to set drills which are much more game like. So for the sake of simplifying things, we'll set two categories of drills. So one is general and one is very specific. Okay, so when I say general drill, that means it covers a certain component of the football skill that we are training on. In this case, it's dribbling, but it is not that transferable to the game. And what do I mean by specific? By the word specific, I mean that we create a specific situation that we go inside the game again and again, so that that player gets used to that situation and comes up with the solutions to that particular problems on the field. So for example, 1v1, 2v1s, 2v2s, and there are many specific drills that I might show in on this particular channel. Those are much more transferable to the game. So here how you should be planning your training session. One drill should be general, of course, that will prepare your nervous system and it will teach your body how to do that movement. But then you should be pairing it up with specific, so that whatever movement that you have mastered in that particular general drill, then you transfer it into specific drill. Once you get used to that specific drill, you get good at that specific drill, then that is skill that is transferable to the real game. That's what I'm saying. That was the mistake. Having a lot of general skills inside your training session won't be transferable to the game directly, and then you will wonder that my game is not improving. And here is the reason. Now you got the reason. Okay, so here I am still doing that bell taps with soul rolls. All of this is actually seen in 7MLC videos. I absolutely love to do those drills. I just enjoy seeing my friends struggle. That's the reason I introduced this, Such a sadist I am. I love to see Gitesh struggling. Here I am. I've practiced this hundreds and thousands of times, and that's why I'm good at this skill. Right? There is a saying in the world of fitness, right? It applies to skill as well. Said principle, which means specific adaptations to imposed demands. Which means if you keep practicing this movement, you will get good at this movement. You won't get good at dribbling in general, but this movement. Now, of course, I'm not saying that movement is not transferable to the game. Of course, your footwork will slightly go up if you're starting from zero, but you get the idea what I'm saying. You'll go ahead. Okay, I'm doing the same thing. Here is another footwork movement. This is very much transferable. Inside, outside, but that's still general. See, here you can see I am practicing one component of dribbling, changing direction. This particular moment has very less transferability in terms of dribbling as a sub skill. If I just keep doing this, mind you, don't fucking clip this particular part and say that I'm saying this is useless. This is not useless. This is motherfucking useful. But if I just keep doing this, that doesn't make any sense, because here I'm just looking at the ball when I'm anticipating the ball movements. Okay, my camera is dead now. Why would I even keep the black box? After the steppers we started into passing, here we are actually challenging our first touch. This is a pretty solid drill to challenge our first touch. And mind you, my first touch was very poor. It's still not at the level which I want to be, but we were fizzing the ball as hard as we can and trying to control it. Right? It's fun. It's fun to watch as well. It was a very good time, man. So after doing that, we went into some air ball, and after air ball, straight away we went up to the 1v1s. Here the idea was the defender has to come and charge ahead so that there is a space behind and I can attack that space. But the clever Gritesh, what he was doing was he was standing on the spot. Most of the 1v1 attempt that I went against him here, I failed. He was able to beat me. I mean, I was able to beat him, but then I'm not able to get any points, because point was, I'm not sure if you're able to see the cone, but there was a cone right behind, 2 steps behind Gitesh. And what we have to do was that we have to dribble that first man and touch the ball to the cone. So that's what the video was about. Okay, okay, I'm trying different strategies to break his defense. See, not able to break because see, the moment I was going past him, there was a cone behind, right? And he was blocking the cone. He was supposed to charge me, but I didn't say anything because most of the time you get defenders like this who block the main area. I mean, in the real game, you won't find a situation where there is no space behind the defender. You will always find some space, right? If not, then you have to, you can just rotate the ball behind. So here you can see, you will think that okay, I'm beating him, but no. The rule of the game was such that I had to touch the cone that was just behind Gitesh, and I was miserably failing here. See, look at this motherfucker not even bringing the ball. See, failed again. Yeah, I was trying my 100% best, using 100% of footwork, zero feints, nothing. I am trying to highlight. If I have to conclude the video, see, in the start, we did a lot of warm up and it went on and on. Then we went into a lot of general level ball movements and ball mastery movements, and that took away a lot of my energy. None of this is actually transferable directly to 1v1s, right? Because I'm looking down, I'm not looking at the defender's movements. I'm just getting good at maneuvering the ball, which is, of course, a good skill to have. On top of it, you can build the skills, but I'm doing nothing specific in terms of what we do inside the 1v1s. I would say whole session didn't have the proper direction that we want to go. Again, I would not say that this session was useless because it's always better to do something than nothing. But it's not the best use of any player's time to do such general level because you will keep putting in time and you will achieve very, very less. Okay, this is very good. Spending time on 1v1s is good. But this is a specific drill. Before specific drill, what did we do to prepare ourselves to give our body the tools for being better at 1v1s? When did we practice entrance of the 1v1, the skill move, and the exit? Right? That is, we are doing it directly inside this drill. So how do you expect me? Like, how do you expect a player to get good? Alright, so see, the main camera is not there, so you just have to see the running me when I conclude this video. Right, so that was the video, guys. This was super fun to record. I just wanted to highlight that how footballers train general, and firstly they spend a lot of their starting time in warm up, and they don't train a lot of specific drills which can actually give a lot of transference in skill, right? And that limits their potential, one, if they keep training this way, and second, they lose a lot of time before they realize, okay, years have passed and I'm not improving, I'm not seeing a lot of gains in the game. Of course, see, if you to keep doing this, fine, it's not bad. You can keep doing all these training sessions. It's not like it will harm you in any way, but I'm just saying that there is a better way to do things. I would like to end this video by saying that okay, stay tuned, subscribe to my channel. I'll be putting in a lot of drills which might help you get better as footballer. Whenever you're watching this video, make sure to leave a like, and goodbye. Tada.